What's in the bag?
I don't know.
Did you know that God made everything?
Yes.
And He made you,
Yes.
made me, made Barbie. She sings pretty, doesn't she? Does a good job. God is the creator of everything that we have. What I have here, would you hold a microphone for a minute? Hold it up here where I can talk. Right there. I want to know if you know what this is. You probably do, you may not, I don't know. I wish we could have that. It's a what? Hedge apple. Osage orange. Isn't it? Want to hold it? It won't bite. Look at it. Might have some white stuff coming out of it somewhere. Picked it up on the road in front of my house this morning. I have one of these trees that's in the corner of my front yard, and it has about a gazillion of those on it, and that's a lot. They're hard, aren't they? Everything God made has a purpose. You know what the purpose of that is?
No.
It's to throw at Bobby Weldon. No, it's not that. You can have it. You can take that home. Your mama, that's your birthday present, okay? Birthday present from the church, a hedge apple. There's a lot written about hedge apples. What's the purpose of them? I'll tell you what purpose. Are we up? We live? Welcome, folks. We're here. This is Dawson. I'm Phil. This is Warsaw Christian Church, and we're talking. Hold up the hedge apple, Dawson, so they can see it on the camera. See it? Okay, hedge apples. For years and years and years after we bought this house, these hedge apples, they fall in the yard, they fall on the street. People are afraid to walk by the house because they're afraid they'll get hit. And I just picked them up, bagged them up, left them for the trash. And I thought, this is crazy. So you know what I do with those now? I eat them. No, I don't. I pile them up under the tree, right by the tree. And the pile gets to be about this big because the tree's about 80 feet tall. And by Christmas, every one of those hedge apples has served its purpose. And its purpose is to feed the squirrels. You feed squirrels, you can feed the squirrel that. He'll eat it. He really will. Squirrels eat them. Deer eat them. Legend has it, if you put them in your basement, in your house, they scare spiders away. So even something that seems to be as ugly and useless as that might be, everything in God's heaven has a purpose. Everything on God's earth has a purpose. I spent all yesterday afternoon picking these things up, scooping up off the street where they'd been squashed, and putting them in the pile for the squirrels and the deer so they don't starve to death during the winter. You have a purpose. I have a purpose. Uncle Tony has a purpose too, doesn't he? Do you know what his purpose is?
I don't know.
He said he didn't know. Tell him you love him.
I don't know.
Did you hear that? He said he loves his Uncle Tony. Everything has a purpose. Everything under God's heaven. Barbie picked out a wonderful hymn this morning. Morning is broken like the first morning. Dew, birds, sunshine, trees are changing colors. Yeah, it's a little cooler, but the seasons, it's a beautiful time of year. Everything under God's heaven, every purpose, every person under God's heaven has a purpose, has some meaning for being here. So we need to be aware of other people, other kids that you play with. What you going to do with that when you get it home?
Scare spiders.
Scare spiders. See, he's listening to me. That's a good thing. Bryce, you got a basement over there? Okay, you might have some spiders. Put it down there. Everything has a purpose. We need to be appreciative of that, of everything that God's done for us. Do you want to put it back in the bag, or you just want to carry it like that? If you need any more, I can bring you 100 next week. You need any more, boys? I'll bring you another 100 or so. There, plenty of them. Let's have a word of prayer. Our Father God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for your creation. We thank you for everything that you give us. Head chapels cause us to question sometimes, but we found their purpose. They have a real purpose. We ask you to help us look for the good and the purpose in everyone and in everything. Thank you for Dawson and now being the proud owner of this hedge apple, that he may take it home with him and enjoy it fully. Dawson, thank you.
You're welcome.